Welcome to Penguin Live, where you have the best seat in the house for the best magic in the world. I'm your host, Dan Harlan, and I'd like to thank you for supporting live magic. Now, we've got a full house tonight, including you, for one of my favorite guys in the entire world. I met this guy when he was a young punk, and fortunately for him, he was a skilled young punk. He has honed that skill and his punkiness into his, well, slightly less young self. And he's matured very nicely. You know already who to expect, so you've already got a deck of cards with you. Everybody's got a deck of cards. If you don't have a deck of cards, get one now, because you're going to want to learn all of this stuff. Because we're going to learn from the master, the card guy that made me really good, and that's saying something. Please welcome my good friend, Aaron Fisher.
Well, enough about me. Howdy.
Hello.
Hello.
Have a card. Any card. Show it to everyone. Make sure they all see it. Make sure everyone knows what it is. It's super important. Camera. Show it to camera, Francis. Hi, Cameron. Hi. Okay, let's have it back. What's your name?
Tyler.
Tyler, would you be impressed? You've been in Magic a short time. Would you be impressed if I could tell you the name of your card?
Probably. I mean, they
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
you're very supportive.
Hold it, but
Yeah. Check this out. Take this card. I'll place it in the pack. Make sure we can see here. I'm just going to take my hand and wave it over that card, and it turns face up. And if you keep watching, the entire deck turns. Thank you. So we have the good news and the, you know, not quite as awesome news. The good news is I'm going to show you how to do that trick, and it's probably even easier than you think it is. The bad news is you're going to have to wait a little while to see it because it's in the second half of the lecture. So it's something to keep you locked in from pressing pause and just leaving for another day. Tonight we're going to talk about two basic priorities. We have two priorities. The first is we're going to talk about easy, powerful card magic, and some card magic because we have a chance to do a lot of material that's not so easy, all of it powerful. So there'll be some things that you can master in a very short period of time, and there'll also be some things that you will not be able to master in a terribly short period of time. But and there will be a lot of material to work with. But in addition to that, we're going to be talking about some of the things that behind all of that material that really make it work. So what we're going to be talking about tonight is some of the lessons that I work on with my students online. In particularly, what we're talking about is the way technique combines with misdirection, or what we call focus, attention management, audience attention management, and the element of structure, and how those three elements combine to make powerful magic. And I think that's really important just to get started, because when we're first getting started in magic, and first getting started in magic can take a few years, we're limited by what we can do technically, right? So we want to practice some stuff and get going, because we sort of know how, no matter how much we want to do, no matter how much we're excited to learn, we're always going to be limited by what we can or can't actually get our hands around. And so one of the things I end up working with students a lot is helping them understand the ways misdirection and structure are going to affect the things that they're learning from the very first day on the technical level, so that those moves, whether they're easy moves like the glide and the overhand shuffle, or more advanced moves like the gravity half pass and the classic pass, all require the same kinds of structural and misdirection elements in order to make them work. So that's a little something to think about as we get going. And now we will start with the first promise: easy, powerful card magic. You look terrified, Jacob.
Horrible.
Yeah, you look like you're no stranger to the lights, to the bright lights.
Not at all.
Here we go. Say stomp.
Right there.
Take that card, look at it, show it to everyone, make sure they all know what it is. Super important. Excellent. You know what it is?
Yep.
You're going to remember it?
I'm going to remember.
Super important. Okay. Go ahead, if you would, sir, and examine those two tens. Make sure they're cool in every way.
Sound is bound to me.
Sound as a pound. Did you get that from one of the English lecturers?
Britishisms are fun.
Yeah, blimey. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of the tens and place it here. The tens and place it here. So we've got a 10 at the top, and we've got a 10 at the bottom, a 10 at the top, and a 10 at the bottom. Now I want to make sure that everyone can see this here. If I just give these cards a little squeeze, one of those cards comes to the top and brings with it one selection. What was the name of your card? 10 of clubs. Now I know what some of you are thinking, that's a sleight of hand, prestidigitation, rapid finger movements, a little bit of the whatnot, if you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. So by round of applause, who would like to see Jacob find the next card? Come on up, come on up. Give him a round of applause, keep it going. You never know, it could be you. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have a card selected and shown around. All right, don't ham it up. Stay cool. So I'm going to have a card selected and shown around to everybody. Oh wow, that's like an illusion show.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to have a card selected and shown around. Do not show it to Jacob. Do not show it to me. I do not want to be accused of collusion in any way. All right? Say stop.
Stop.
Callie, right?
Yes.
Take that card, look at it, make sure everyone knows what it is. Super important. Right? Don't show it to Jacob. Excellent. Place the card back. Are you going to remember the card?
Yes.
Super important. How far down in the deck would you say it is?
Let's do 35.
Spoken like a professional. Say that's 35, plus or minus 2. So this will be Jacob's first lesson in what the Spanish call carta magia concepcional.
What?
Conceptual card magic. It's all in how you think about it. You see, it's not so much how to find the right card as it is how to eliminate all the wrong ones. All right, stick with it. Just see what happens. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eliminate a few cards from the bottom of the deck. I'm going to eliminate some of those. I'm going to eliminate a few cards from near the top. That leaves approximately 45 cards left for Jacob to eliminate all by himself. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Good luck. See you at the break. Just kidding. There's no break. Really? No break. Okay. I'm in the Midwest. All right. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. So do you have a magic word you like to use in situations just like this?
I'll go with Shazam.
Wow, that's interesting. Does two things. No, Shazam. I used to tell a joke about that. I would say we would be at the Magic Castle and I'd be doing Wave or something, and I would say to a person, say the magic word, Shazam. And they say, well, what would that happen? You know, what does that do? I say, well, one, it makes your card turn over in the deck. Two, it takes our host Kurt, and he just turned into Captain Marvel. So actually, he used to tell that one about Marty. Take the cards, square them up, cut the deck, complete the cut, and say the magic word.
Shazam!
Whew. And look at this. Those cards move down in the deck, eliminating cards in their wake. Right? Now check this out. We'll make sure we'll get a fair and impartial witness. How many cards would you say are in between those tens? Give or take. 8?
Like 8 or 9.
Yeah, one for each night of Hanukkah. So everyone can see here. Make sure everyone... I'll set that there. Just want to make sure you could all see there. Take those cards, square them up, cut the deck,
Let's do that.
complete the cut, say the magic word,
Shazam!
spread them, the cards this time. And one card and only one card appears in the center, in between the two keys. Spread it, hold down like this so everyone can see. So I learned to lecture for the internet. For the first time, what was the name of your card?
4 of clubs.
4 of Puppy's Feet.